You guys, we officially have a problem. I was just updating my book tracker. Stop bouncing. Jeepers. Calm down. I was just updating my... Is it still bouncing? No. Okay. I was just updating my book tracker. You guys, I am in the middle of 91 series. Oh no. I have over 300 books to read to complete the series that I'm already in the middle of. So, I don't know if you know what that means, but it means we need a spinner wheel and we need to start a new video series. So, we are once again in this terrible spot. But I always get ideas like when I'm sitting here working. So anyway, that's beside the point. If you saw all the series I'm in the middle of video, then this series will probably come to no surprise. I'm in the middle of 91 series right now. 91. And it's out of control a little bit. So, we're gonna work on completing the series that I'm in the middle of, which if you've been on booktube at all, this is very common for most of us. So I have made a spinner wheel. It has all the series that I'm in the middle of. I updated this on March 5th. I am going to shuffle it, but it's very hard to hold it and shuffle it. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3 shuffles. Not that it probably makes any ounce of difference, but if you care enough to notice that it's shuffled, then there we go. I am fairly certain that there are series on here that may not have books out right now. So if we get like ACOTAR, I'm technically in the middle of ACOTAR because ACOTAR's not finished. So if we get one that like doesn't have another book out, obviously we're not going to do that. My hope is to spin a series and be able to finish it in this video. So like that's the goal here. That of course depends on which series that we spin. So here we go. And I will of course link the video that shows all the series that I'm in the middle of, because this wheel is not easy to see because there's so many. But it's fine. All right, let's go ahead and give her a spin. And it doesn't want to focus on the wheel with my faces in it, so I'm gonna move. You can see all the little names. What's it gonna be? I'm so scared. Ooh, the Dreamland Billionaire series. This is by Lauren Asher, and I'm pretty sure I only have one book left. I only have the final book. Well, that's not fun. So we're gonna finish that series. Let's see if we can get a second one and be able to finish 2. Of course, I would get the one that I only have one book left in. Okay, so we are going to finish the Dreamland Billionaire series in this video because I only have the final one. And let's pick another one. This is so nerve-wracking. Alex Drake. Oh, okay. I'm looking at my spreadsheet. Okay, well, I have 6 books left in that series. I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish that series. We'll see. It's fine. Let's talk super quick about the series that we got. Okay, so please don't fall. Please. Don't fall. Okay. So the Dreamland Billionaire series, I started back in 2023. I actually read the fine print and terms and conditions both in 2023. I only have final offer left to complete the series. If you don't know what the Dreamland Billionaire series is, it is a trilogy by Lauren Asher, and it is about three brothers who are set to get inheritance from their grandfather who has passed away. And he was basically like a fictional Walt Disney. They own like Dreamland, which is like a very popular like theme park conglomerate thing, very similar to Disney. And I only have the final offer left. So I'll read you the little blurb here. So, Callahan, I'm the Kane brother everyone gossips about behind closed doors. Trust fund brat, washed up athlete, high functioning alcoholic. No one knows the real me but her, Lana Castillo, my childhood best friend and the only woman I ever loved. When I broke her heart 6 years ago, I promised to never return to Lake Wisteria. I kept my word until my grandfather's will changed everything. To receive my inheritance, I was tasked with spending a summer at the family lake house before selling it. The request was simple in theory until my entire plan blew up on the very first day. Turns out Lana doesn't just live at the house, but she claims to own it too. Alana, falling in love with Callahan Kane was a mistake. He told me so before destroying my heart and our friendship 6 summers ago. When he promised never to come back, I foolishly believed him. But then Cal showed up again, intending to sell his grandfather's lake house. The biggest flaw in his plan, my name is on the deed. So this is like a second chance, maybe some kind of enemies to lovers or like a friends to lovers situation. Sounds really cute. It is almost 600 pages. We'll see how that goes. Why? Like, there's no need. There's no need. Anyway. Okay. Let's talk about the Alex Drake series. So, I only read Alter Ego, which was like a prequel to the series. So, I haven't actually read anything in the series yet. But it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. So I'll just read you like the blurb for book 1, which is called Access, and this series is by Lexi James. Oh, also I read Alter Ego in 2022. So, do I remember anything? Not at all. But anyway, so this book 1 is called Access. And the blurb says, an abrupt encounter, undeniable attraction, a mysterious connection to a man she doesn't know. When seclusive billionaire Alex Drake sets his sights on Madison, obsession takes over. Unlocking his world was easy, seducing her was inevitable, but securing her heart might be impossible. He's ready to give in to her every desire except for one, the only thing she wants, an answer to a tiny question, why her? And then it says, Lexi James books are seductive, suspenseful romances filled with fun, sensual, and sizzling high-heat love scenes. This series started in 2019, and book 1 is 184 pages. So if we are looking at, like, a bunch of novellas, we might be able to finish. Book 2 is about 200 pages, but there's 6 of them, y'all. And the 6th book came out in 2023 and is like 300 pages. That's a lot. That's a lot of things. Well, we'll see. We'll see how far we can get. My goal is to at least make progress in the Alex Drake series. So whether that's like 1 book, 2 books, what have you. Who knows? I might end up hating it and DNFing it after book 1. Who knows? But my biggest goal is to get my 91 down. And so we are going to finish the Dreamland Billionaires series in this video for sure, and then make some progress on the Alex Drake series. So grab something to drink because this might be a long one if we end up reading 7 books, because holy crap, that's a bunch. But I will see you in the next clip, and hopefully we're reading something. Good morning. Oops, sorry. Ugh. I wanted to do a super quick check-in with you. Why is the lighting in here so weird today? Anyway, Because I started Final Offer last night, and I'm already 8% in. Like, I started it last night and got 4% in, and then I read another, like, 4% this morning, which is crazy because it's, like, a 600-page book, which means I've already read, like, 60 pages. So it's reading very fast. In this one, we're following the third Kane brother, Cal, or Callahan, and his if you've never read the Dreamland Billionaires series before, it is following the three Kane brothers. Their grandfather passed away, and he left them each, like, a task to do in order to get their inheritance. Their family are basically, like, the Walt Disneys of, like, this world. So they own what's called Dreamland, which is, like, Disney vibes. And so the other two brothers, each brother gets a book. And so I'm on the last book, which is Final Offer, which is Callahan's book. And Callahan, I don't know if he's I think he's the middle. Because I think Declan is the oldest. Rowan is the youngest. I think Callahan's the middle. Anyway. And his task from his grandfather is to spend one final summer in their Lake Wisteria, like, summer home before he sells it. So he goes to Lake Wisteria and goes to the summer home, except when he gets there, he finds out that someone lives there. And the someone who lives there is Alana. And Alana, I'm not 100% positive. I think her mom or grandmother, I can't remember which, used to, like, maintain the summer house, like, when the Kane family wasn't there. So she was kind of like a groundskeeper, sort of, I guess, in a way. And he, like, every time that their family would go there, like, him and Lana became, like, friends. But the last time he was there, they crossed the friends line and started hooking up. However, Callahan used to be a hockey player, but he got injured. And when he got injured, he started having a lot of substance abuse problems. He started drinking. He started taking Oxy when he shouldn't have been. And so he was in a really dark place. And so he ends up leaving on bad terms between the two of them. And she tells him to never come back. So that was, like, 6 years ago. And now he's showing up there and finding out that she lives there. And he's like, I don't know why you live here. You need to leave. And she's like, I have the deed. Like, I'm not going nowhere. And so then we see her 5-year-old daughter. So I'm thinking, but she denies that the kid is his. But I'm pretty sure the kid is his. But we don't know yet. I don't actually remember the tropes, so I don't remember if it was, like, secret baby. I don't remember. But that's kind of where we're at. He is still going through substance abuse because, like, he gets to the motel and he, like, drinks everything in the mini fridge. So there's definitely a lot of healing that's going to happen, in this story for sure. And I'm intrigued to see how that kind of unfolds. But I'm having a weirdly great time. Their banter is super good so far. And I love a good second chance. Surprise Baby can be hit or miss for me, so we'll see how that does. It's also 600 pages, so I'm like, I'm about to buckle up. But that's my quick little update. I wanted to check in with you. I'm just getting all my work stuff open before the kiddos leave for school. And then I'm gonna hopefully get some more reading done here throughout the day. But we will see. I am reading on my Kindle. This is the only audio that I could not get on Libby, which is annoying. So I've just been reading it with my eyeballs, but I'm having a great time. So that is my quick little update. Also, it's the last book in the series, so I'm, like, so excited to get this one crossed off the list. So I will check back in with you guys when I have an update. Oh, did I ever tell you guys about Access? I don't think I did. Let's backtrack for a hot second. I started Access, I DNF'd access at like 4%, because actually no, I think it was like 7%, because here's the thing, it's third person, which is fine, except it was like third person, but then there'd be like random inner monologue moments, and I was like, what? So confusing. The writing style was just not the vibe, so I DNF'd that one. So we will not be reading the rest of that series. It's going to come off the series list. So the only book you'll really get a ton of information for is Final Offer in this video. So I apologize, but we crossed one off the series list, and that's what matters. So I'll check in with you guys whenever. Me knock you over there. We just got back from the gym and the boys were playing on the trampoline, and I was doing a little more reading of Final Offer. Why do we love the toxicity? It's got me in a chokehold. I am loving Cal. He is, I think I already said, I think he's the middle Kane brother. I'm just loving his character so much. Drogo, stop drinking. He is dealing with his alcohol addiction. And I'm just like, it's just so good. The way that it's dealt with makes you feel for him in such a way. And I'm just loving it. I'm loving it so much. I'm having the best time. I think this might be my favorite of the series, honestly, because I'm just loving Cal. And I'm loving the second chance between him and Lana. I think it's done really well. I think you feel what she feels going through, like, how he left and all that. We did get clarification on Cammy, the little girl. And I'm curious to see how that kind of plays into things. But I'm having such a great time. This is so good. And like I said, I think it's my favorite of this series so far. But I will check in with you guys again soon. I got to make some dinner. We're having chicken patties. My kids are obsessed with chicken patties. So is my husband. It's like, we're obsessed. We do Chick-fil-A sauce. We love to see it. So I'm going to go make dinner, but I will check in with you guys soon. Oh, I'm like 36. I don't know where I put my iPad. Oh, it's right here. I am, so I didn't tell you guys how far I am. Hello? Let me get this iPad. Figure it out. I am 37%. And yeah, it's a great time. So I'll check in with you guys. In this spot way too much in this video, but I wanted to be able to view my like numbers so I can update you on how we did on reading series I'm in the middle of for this first installment. So we started this series with 91 series that I was in the middle of based on my every series I'm in the middle of video, which I will link here in case you want to see it. I think it actually goes on this side because I think it mirrors it. Anyway, whatever, you know, it's up the top. You'll find it. And we started this kind of, I hate using the word series, but we started this challenge. Sure, we'll go with that. With 91 series that I was in the middle of. Holy moly. So 3 different things happened while I was recording this video and reading the books for this one, and that was I removed some series. I kind of made a rule and decided on a sort of process, and I'll talk about that in a second. I started reading some new series because of course I did. Anyway, and I finished some series. So let's go ahead and talk about the first kind of section of things that happened. And that was series that I removed from my series list. I decided that I was not going to continue reading series if I wasn't interested in them anymore. I also decided that if there hasn't been a new installment in the last 5 years, I'm taking it off my list because clearly the author is no longer in that world, and that's fine. They've moved on, and I'm going to as well. So some of the things that I decided, I'm going to be reading these series within the last 5 years, which means any series that I started in 2021 when I started reading, I would like to finish this year, 2025. I have a couple series for that. I'm not going to talk about that right now, but that's kind of what I've decided is like my benchmark. 5 years, I think, is honestly too long. And I really want to be prioritizing reading series and getting them off my list. So if I haven't read a book from a series in the last 5 years, or if there hasn't been a new installment in the last 5 years, I'm going to remove it from my list. So some of the series that I've removed from my list. The Boys of St. Augustine by R. Holmes. There has not been a new installment in the last 5 years. She is now writing as Maren Moore in a much different headspace. So I'm not sure that she'll ever go back to that world. If she does, I will be there with my hand ready to take it. But at this time, I don't think that she has any plans to go back to her R. Holmes writing. So I've removed Boys of St. Augustine. The second one is New by, I think it's Chelsea Klein. There has not been a new book in that series. There has not been a new installment in that series in the last 5 years. So I have removed it from my list. I also removed The Four. I believe this was Becca Steele. I'm no longer interested. They're kind of like high school aged. And I have no desire to pick it up. So I took it off my list. And that's the end of that. The Nick and Holly series by Dana Isley. I recently read the next installment that I was up to, Bound in Cabo. And I just realized that there is too much daddy smut, and I'm just not in that headspace right now. I did not enjoy it as much as I had enjoyed like the first one. And so I've just decided that that series might not be for me anymore. And that's fine. So I've removed it from my list. I also started Loving the Puckers and removed Loving the Puckers. This is like a series of hockey novellas. They're very insta-love from my experience with the first like 1.5 books that I read, and the writing style just wasn't vibing with me. So I added that one, but I also removed it. So I will talk about that really quick here. Next, I did remove the Alex Drake series, which I tried to read Access, which was the next book in that series, in this video, but with the third person, I just could not get engaged with it. And so I've removed it from my list. And lastly, I removed the Love on Thin Ice series. It's just not enough engaging writing. And the hard thing is that this series is an interconnected series, which means every book is written by a different author, which is great, except the first book I gave 3 stars, and the second book I couldn't even get through it. And so unfortunately for the other authors later in the series, maybe I might have enjoyed your book, but I'm not vibing with the series right now, and so I've taken it off of my list. So those were the 7 series that I removed. And if you're doing the number crunching, which you're probably not, you're probably just waiting for me to tell you. That puts us down to 84 series. So next, let's talk about the series that I added. I added the Like You series by Jillian Leota. I've read some of her other books and really enjoyed them, so I started the Like You series. The Hello series by Kelsey Haas. I started that series as well. Like I talked about Loving the Puckers, I started and removed that one. The Once Upon a Bookshop series, I got one of these novellas from like an Amazon First Reads short like bonus whatever, and it's been cute. I've been enjoying them enough, so I've added that one onto my series list. And then the Cadence Cougars, which is baseball romances, and I really loved the first book, so I've added those 5 series. So if you're doing math again, we're back up to 89 series, which still gives us a net -2 so far. But I also completed 3 series, not all in this video, but from the time that I recorded the intro to now, I finished 3 series. One was the Dreamland Billionaire series, which you saw me read Final Offer. 2 was Cheat Sheet, and I read the rule book for a different video, and I'll link it here in case you're curious. And then Orleans University by Maren Moore, which I talked about when I was talking about the Boys of St. Augustine series. She had like one novella in the Orleans University series that I hadn't read yet, so I read that, which got me caught up on that. And so we are going from 89 series down to 86. So we had a net of -5 series in this first video, which is amazing. I'm so excited. It gives me a little bit of hope, like a tiny bit of hope, that we're going to make some more progress in the future here. So that concludes this video. I really hope that I actually told you what I thought of Final Offer. Did I? I hope I did. I gave Final Offer 4 stars. I had a great time. I really enjoyed it. It might have been my favorite. Not gonna lie. That or Terms and Conditions. I did not, or not Terms and Conditions, fine print. I did not really enjoy Terms and Conditions. I didn't find the characters as engaging. But yeah, I gave it 4 stars. If I didn't already tell you, I apologize. So that concludes this video. So the next episode of this, I've already started filming, and I'm very excited. It'll be coming very soon because I only have 1 book left to read for that. And for that one, my bestie Sabrina picked 3 series off my series list for me to make progress on. So I'm excited for you guys to see that one. It'll be, like I said, coming very soon. I only have 1 more book to finish. And I will chat with you guys in the next one. Happy reading.